What's going on, guys? This is Prince of Old School Boxing. We all witnessed the fight that happened December 9th against Rigo and Lomachenko. I thought it was a good fight, even though Lomachenko had the weight, the height advantage. I felt like he should have met Rigondeaux at a catchweight to make the fight a little bit more fair, but looked like Lomachenko wanted all the advantage. He took advantage of it, and he executed. But what happened after the fight is the problem. It seemed like this fight has sparked up racism around the world. A lot of undercover racist boxing fans are coming out speaking because Lomachenko beat a Cuban who's considered a black man. So a white guy came out on top. So the boxing world is on a little racist rant. Not just the little racist rant, even Bob Arum is on a little hype train. Bob Arum is comparing Lomachenko to Muhammad Ali. Lomachenko's last two fights, let's be real, Lomachenko's last two fights, as much as I want to give this guy credit that he deserved, but his last two fights were against guys moving up in weight, small midgets, little guys. You can't deny that. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. He's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. He has a lot of skills to beat a lot of guys. But why is he fighting these little guys? Yeah, I understand Rigondeaux wanted to fight him. And I commend Rigondeaux for taking the fight. But I felt like it should have been a catchweight to make the fight a little bit interesting. Because with the weight, I feel like the weight was a problem. And Rigondeaux definitely did injure his hand. And his hand definitely did look injured before he even fought the fight. I don't want to make excuses, but I'm just giving you guys the facts. I mean, even Lomachenko said it himself. He doesn't even want to give himself credit because he know what happened in this fight. He know he had all the advantages. He had the height, the weight. He was fighting a guy moving up 2 divisions. He's supposed to win. If he was going to lose this fight, it would have looked real bad. So he was supposed to win, and he did what he had to do. So congrats to him. And I felt like Rigondeaux could have continued, but it is what it is. I personally don't believe he's a quitter. From watching the fight, I seen Rigondeaux on the defensive a lot. He just wasn't capitalizing on Lomachenko's mistakes. Looked like he was just defending all night. Lomachenko did have the speed. You know, Rigo injured his hand in the second round, but continued for a couple more rounds until he retired after the 6th round. But he made Lomachenko miss all night. If you watch the fight, go watch the fight again. Rigondeaux was making Lomo miss all night. The only thing is, it just looks like he just didn't want to capitalize on mistakes. Well, that's all because, once again, he injured his hand. That's why he wasn't capitalizing. But then again, it is what it is. The fight happened. It's over. Now it's time for Lomachenko to fight guys his size so he can finally get the credit he deserved. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. This fight was a success. Lomachenko is finally getting the fame and accolades Bob Arum really wants him to have. Even disrespecting the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Terrence Crawford, to promote for Lomachenko. But he's finally getting the buzz he deserved because he's finally fighting the level of opposition he needs to be fighting, except they're small guys. It's time for him to step up to guys his size. With that being said, I feel like Rigo needs to keep his head held high. And I feel like Lomachenko needs to remain humble because he hasn't really fought any guys his size yet, any bigger guys or guys his size. Until he does that, I can't fully give him 100% credit. I can just say he's a good fighter. I can't give him pound-for-pound status. Pound-for-pound is moving up in weight and fighting bigger guys. Until he does that, he's not pound-for-pound for me. With that being said, you're listening to the voice of Prince of Old School Boxing. Lomachenko is not in my top pound-for-pound list, but he's a great fighter. I think he needs to continue to do what he's doing. Fight bigger guys his size, and then I could put him in my pound-for-pound list. But thanks for watching. This is